Good afternoon, Raj. How are you?
Good afternoon. I'm good. Thank
Uh,
you for asking. And how are you?
I am good once again. I am doing well. And yes, how was your day yesterday? So nice to see you back again.
Yeah.
Right.
Yesterday, uh, it was nice.
It was nice.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. And yes, so we had a session yesterday, right?
Day before yesterday.
Day before yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't know. I am really bad with my memory. I just cannot remember when we had a session and when we did not have a session. Today, you
Yeah.
do not have a session notes also, right?
What?
Your session notes are also not available for today.
Uh, yeah, but I had, I had asked to customer support
Okay.
and they had given, like, I wrote it down.
Mm-hmm. So probably today you can take my session because I don't have the session notes. Yeah, there
In
was an
fact, we can have uh, that you were talking about in the last session,
yeah, I was
consonant
talking.
sounds.
Oh yes, the consonant sounds, right? Okay,
Yeah.
great. We can do that. Besides that, before we go into that, let me just give you a quick topic, right? And let's just
Yeah.
warm you up. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
go a bit slow and be very conscious about what you're speaking. Okay.
Okay.
Then we move forward.
Yeah,
Okay.
of course.
Okay, excellent. So let's speak about self-respect.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
so I think that everybody should have self-respect because
Hmm.
it is important, especially in today's era. In fact,
Okay.
in every era it was important, but
Right.
in this era it is more important. That's what I feel,
Hmm.
and I can back with reasons if I'll have to.
Right. Yeah.
Uh,
Give you reasons.
for example, of course, like there are so many things. Like
Hmm.
if we talk about self-respect, we can treat it in different way. For example,
Okay.
if somebody is directly opposing you for no reason,
Right.
in that also we should have something in our mind that okay, if we want to do something, we should
Right.
have our own reason, and we
Okay.
should not accept blindly to anyone else just because he or she has more experience in his field. But
Okay.
for example, like our guardian, our parents, they they sometimes adamantly ask us to do the same thing. Like so many guardians are, they want their children to become IS officer, whether
Right.
the children is able, I mean, interested in or not. So
Right.
they have their own, I mean, they have their own reasons.
Thinking. Right. And their own reasons, their own thinking. Right.
Yes, of course, their own reasons, their own thinking. But
Hmm.
here, if I include self-respect in such a way that if we accept that we are demeaning ourselves, our
Right.
thought process, that okay, he is my guardian, he is my parents, and he is if he is thinking something for me, he is,
Right.
let follow him. In that
Right.
sense, we are doubting our ability to judge ourselves.
Hmm.
So we can talk in that sense as well. But
Very good.
in some other sense, if I talk about, like we generally in groups of friends and all,
Okay.
if uh, if people unnecessarily keep talking bad about you, or maybe they are trying to demean your reputation and all,
Right.
then in those sense you need to back yourself, because if you do not speak against them, you are harming your position there. And
Oh,
maybe some other people who are not aware about anything, they can
right.
have an idea that okay, he was silent only because he was wrong. So in
Absolutely.
that sense, we should back ourselves. That's what I
Okay.
would say.
Excellent. Wow, Raj, that was really well spoken. Well done. And since the last time that we spoke, and yeah, before that, also all the times that we have spoken, I believe that you spoke really well today. And the fluency was up to the mark. You were not getting stuck that much. You were not at a
Okay.
loss of words also, right? So I would say that's really great. It's really great. You've done really well.
Oh,
Okay.
thanks.
Yeah, just a bit of intonation, and I would say a bit of uh, yes, a bit of intonation that you need in your tone. Otherwise, your tone becomes too
Mm,
monotonous. You know what monotonous means?
yeah, yes,
Yeah,
of course.
same kind of tone.
Like insipid.
Right.
Uh,
So it becomes very monotonous. It tends to become very boring.
and
Right.
if I would like to add what I feel about myself, that
Okay.
sometimes I lack the ideas as well. I go on repeating the same thing.
Right. It's okay. Actually, I would say it's okay if you're repeating yourself. However, if you need to repeat yourself in a way that sounds unrepetitive.
Yeah, of course.
So you can probably paraphrase it. You can rephrase the sentence. You can say something else, right? For example,
Right,
saying that I'm an angry person, the next time if you have to say that I'm an angry person, you can say that I'm a very emotional person,
right.
right? So we have rephrased that. Okay.
Yeah,
The same thing. I am very angry, so I sometimes cannot tolerate people. I've rephrased it again,
you're right.
right?
Yeah,
So ultimately, we are saying the same thing, but we are saying it in different words.
right.
You understand? So you can
Yeah.
actually do that also. Yes, and besides that, I think in one of my sessions, I also explained to you how we can generate new ideas.
Yes, of course. Like if we are talking about something, so many things are related to that. So we need to pick something from there.
Right. For example, with self-respect, we can relate self-love, right?
Yeah,
And we're
right.
talking about self-love, we can relate it to ego.
Right.
And when we
Yeah,
relate it to ego, we can relate the ego to misunderstandings, right?
right. Yeah.
Once again, we can relate ego to an illusion and also the real world. So we have 4 topics to speak about.
Yes, of course.
Right? If you go on speaking about self-respect, once again, you will be at a loss of ideas. I would not say loss of words, but you will be at a loss of ideas.
Ideas. Yeah.
So you need to start connecting. Let's do this once, right? Let's start connecting these things. I'll give you a topic and do it on your notebook. If you have a notebook with you, okay, we'll both of
Yeah.
us will go together. Let's any topic of your choice. Pick up any topic.
Uh, mm, I'm lost of ideas right now. You pick one topic
Okay. Let's say
because
trees. A very simple one.
sorry,
Okay. Trees.
trees.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, write down trees in your notebook.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, let's think. What all can we relate to trees? When I say trees, what comes to your mind? Okay, leaves. The first thing that comes to
Yeah.
my mind is leaves,
Right. Right.
right? And the second thing that comes to my mind is types of trees.
Types of trees, fruits.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
Flowers as well.
okay, excellent.
We can.
Animals, birds.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, okay. Oxygen.
Yeah. Oxygen.
Okay, and then
And
hmm,
I can relate to even the superstition.
absolutely yes, you can.
Yes.
And when you talk about superstition, you can relate it to India.
And we can relate science as well.
Yes, we
So
can relate science as well. And furniture, tree is related to
right.
furniture. And when
Right.
we talk about furniture, we can talk about different material used in furniture.
Yeah.
Okay, that much is enough. Now let's talk about trees. This is your task right now. We'll do it right now. Okay, we will
Yeah.
talk about trees. You have the notes with you.
Right.
Start connecting, and connect it in a very fluid manner. Don't be
Yeah.
very
Right.
so from one topic, you will need to switch on to the other topic, and then from the other topic you will need to switch on to the third one. Okay.
All right. Of
So
course.
if you want, you can take 1 minute just to go through the notes that you have written. Otherwise, keep them open in front of you. Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. I would start now.
Excellent. Great.
So the moment we talk about trees, the first thing that comes to our mind that various types of trees that we have or we have seen growing up in villages or cities. Though I have not been grown up in a city, it was a kind of village, but not even a proper village at the same time. So it was like a local area of what percent or something.
Right.
But I used to go once in a year at my village, and there I used to enjoy the trees. But here I would also like to say one thing personal about me, that even today I have not been able to differentiate between different trees. Some normal trees I can differentiate. Okay, it is mango or it is banana tree, but some different types of trees I am unable to differentiate between them. So this is what
Right.
my personal experience with trees, I would say. And then we talk about the leaves. Of course, if they
I
are
cannot hear you. Your sound seems to have muted suddenly. I don't know why.
hello, is it okay now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when we talk about the trees, we talked about types of trees, and then we think about leaves, and
Okay.
the leaves can be used in different ways.
Okay.
Especially in India, we use leaves in different ways. For example, the South Indians, they use banana leaves for having food. That is a unique tradition, I feel, and I think I should try once that how it looks and how it tastes. And there
Okay.
must be some changing. I think so.
Right. Okay.
And of course, we love fruits, and we get fruits from these trees. And for that purpose, we need to respect planting trees. Like we talk a lot about environment and pollution, and then at the
Right.
same time, we focus on deforestation. Most
Right.
of the time, we are doing it in the name of modernization, which is harming our uh, environment
Environment.
abundantly, if I say.
Right.
And at the same time, we know that trees are important for us because we get oxygen. That is very essential for our breathing. And with the same thing, I would like to add one superstition
Okay.
that we generally used to listen that we do not need to sleep beneath banyan tree at night. So
Okay.
it was like a superstition, but if we go behind the ideas of this, the way
Right.
those saints had thought, I mean, there was a scientific idea that since banyan tree leaves carbon dioxide and enough
Right.
to cause this of a person, so they knew it. So if they wanted to explain it in different ways, maybe the uneducated people were not able to grasp. So
Right.
they disclosed in such a manner that okay, if you go to sleep there, there would be some ghost or something, you will get caught.
Right.
And like people started following blindly. So these are the things that we connect to. And like most of our superstitions have been designed in some way that which is
Logic.
scientifically, which is logically, but
Right.
most of the time it is illogically as well. So
Okay.
let's not go that deep in. And coming back to the trees, I would like to uh, now talk about like the various uses of trees in
Okay.
different ways. Like we use to make it furniture items,
Right.
and apart from that, like when the trees are dried. So we
Right.
cut them and we use them as engine to
Right.
cook food, which is
As
used generally.
fuel.
Sorry.
We use
Yeah,
them as
fuel.
fuel. Right.
Fuel. Okay.
Right. Okay.
So which is generally used to be done at villages. Even today, it is used in some or the other villages.
Right.
So all these things that I can relate with, and
Excellent, Raj. You must pat yourself on the shoulder. How was it, according to you?
um, maybe 7,
According to you, judge yourself.
uh, 6.5 to 7 out of 10.
Okay. And earlier, how was it? Did you see any difference in yourself?
Yeah, of course, there was
Okay.
a difference that I was I mean I did not lack ideas while
Ab-
talking.
Absolutely. That's exactly what you need to do when you're speaking on different topics also.
But of course, like if I go back to listen to this, I might sound uh, a bit odd, like in talking in cluster of words. The fluency was there, but the intonation was not there.
Absolutely. So you need to work on your intonation. And yes, you right now what we learned is how to work on your ideas. We have not as yet started working on your intonation, right?
Right, right.
Okay.
Yeah,
So it's good enough when we start working on your intonation, then we can take care of that, right? So I believe one thing has been solved here: the problem of ideas. Now you know exactly how
of
to.
course.
Yeah. Now you
Yeah,
know exactly how to expand on a topic or any other topic, right? And believe me,
right,
it was such a simple topic, trees. What
right,
what could have been spoken about? But we spoke so much, right? You put in
right.
your experiences also there. You put in superstition also there. You put in the use of trees also there. You brought in another state, that is the south, right? You told about their
Uh,
culture. So there were so
yeah,
many things that we spoke about. So that's how we're supposed to relate our topics.
right,
Okay. And believe me, if you do this, you'll never fall short of ideas. Okay.
right. Yeah,
Right. Okay. Raj, coming down to your pronunciation. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Now, in English pronunciation, when we talk about the consonants, okay, I'm not writing anything down. It somehow just seems to be stuck somewhere here. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Okay.
when we talk about pronunciation, in English, we have two consonant sounds. Okay.
Okay.
Two consonant sounds. One is a voiced sound and one is an unvoiced sound, or you can call it also a voiceless sound. Okay.
Okay.
Example, in
Okay.
Hindi, you say sh, right? The
Yeah.
sound of sh is sh, but in English, it's not sh, it is sh.
Sure.
No, you will not use your vocal cords.
Okay.
Just blow
Sure.
it out. Shh.
Sure.
Like you
Sure.
tell someone to be quiet. Shh.
Yes. Sure.
That. And you will not say sh. You will just say shh.
Yeah.
That's it.
Sure.
So
Okay.
when we say short, we'll go with short. That's all.
Short. Yeah. Short.
Right. Okay. You seem to have a problem with that sound, the sh sound, especially when it comes in the middle of a word.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you say passion?
Passion.
Right. You will need to go slow. Okay.
Passion.
Right. You're pronouncing it absolutely correct right now. However, when you are in a flow, when you're speaking, sometimes you
Ah.
tend out on the okay.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
so you'll have to be a bit conscious about that. Okay.
Right.
The next sound that we have is the S sound, which is pronounced as S, like a
Okay.
snake, like a snake hissing. S. That's the S
Yeah.
sound. Okay. So when we say school or when we say say, so we'll start with s, not is, because many people start with is.
Yeah. School.
Right. Absolutely.
School.
Okay. Do not mix this up with the sh sound. Okay. That's sh,
Yeah.
sh and s. Now I would like you to do s, do that. S. No, The s sound, s sound.
Sir. Okay,
Hmm.
sir. That
Okay.
is C.
Okay. Do s.
Sir.
Okay. See the position of your tongue. Where is your tongue? It will be right behind your teeth.
Yeah. Sir.
Okay. Now make the sh sound and see the position of your tongue.
Sure. Sure.
Right. It's on the hard palate.
Yes.
Behind your teeth, there is a hard part on the top of your mouth top, right? The
Sorry.
roof of your mouth,
Yeah.
the hard part, known as the
Yeah.
hard palate. So when we say sh, the tongue is on the hard palate. Okay.
Right.
Right. Okay. Now coming on to two very typical sounds. I'm not telling you the whole sounds right now. I'm telling you about two typical sounds. Okay. One sound is z. Can you do that? Z.
Sir.
Right. When you say was.
Was.
Okay. When you say was, your tongue will be exactly where it is when you pronounce the s sound, the s sound, right?
Yeah.
However, now there will be sound behind the s sound. So it will be z. Do that. Z.
S. S.
Put some vocal cords into it. Z.
S. S.
Right. Put some sound also in it.
S.
Make a sound from your vocal cords also. Z.
Sir. Sir. Sir.
Absolutely right. Okay, that's the sound. So when we say was, we use this sound.
Was. Yeah.
Right.
Was.
Is.
Was.
Is. Can you say is?
Is. Is.
Right. Right. It won't be is. It will be is.
Is.
Right. Absolutely. Okay. Now the very same sound that we pronounce sh. Okay. Now put some vocal cords into it. Put the tongue exactly where it is right now, and then
Yeah.
push out your sound. Push out some sound.
Sir. Sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep the
Sir.
tongue. Say sh and then start putting some sound in it. Right. That is the sound when we say pleasure. Can you say pleasure?
Pleasure. Pleasure.
No. Now
Pleasure.
you're saying pleasure.
Yeah.
The tongue will be exactly in the same position as when we pronounce the sh sound. Shh.
Okay.
Okay. Just do shh. Okay. Now with this, I would like you to do push the air out and also make a sound with your throat. Right. That's the sound.
Okay. Pleasure.
Pleasure.
Pleasure. Yeah.
Right.
Pleasure.
Practice this a bit.
Okay.
In your free time. You can go through the recording also. Okay. See how these sounds are pronounced. These are just 4 typical sounds that I have told you where we make a mistake.
Okay. Yeah.
The S sound, that is unvoiced. You don't use your vocal cords. It's just the air coming out of your mouth.
Yeah.
You put some vocal cords to it. It becomes z. Okay.
Okay.
I would like you to do that. Do this. Put your finger here. Now do s. Okay. Is there any sound? Can you feel any vibration here? No.
No.
Okay. Now put some vibration here. Z.
Was. Yeah.
Okay. There's some vibration here. Now do sh. Is there vibration here? If there is vibration here, that means you're not pronouncing it right.
Okay.
Sh. Okay. No vibration?
Yeah.
Now put some vibration there. First and then practice this sound. Practice this sound. Okay. Go to the video. See as much as you can. These are the typical sounds where we make a mistake.
Right.
Okay, and right
Yeah.
now during the conversation also I noticed that you were making a mistake here, especially in the sh sound, and
Yeah.
especially when you are going a bit fast.
Right.
Okay, so be conscious of these sounds, practice these sounds as much as you can, uh, go through them. The best way to do this is when we put, this is a very funny trick that I use. We put one finger in the ear, and when we do that we can hear ourselves speaking.
Okay. Yeah.
Ideally we can't, right? But
Right.
put one finger in your ear and you will be able to hear yourself speaking. So when you're practicing these sounds, put one finger in the ear and then make these sounds. You'll be able to hear what you are saying.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
clear?
Yeah.
Okay, Raj, is there anything else that you would like to ask me? Yes.
Uh, no. It is okay. Like earlier, I was told about practicing the tongue twister, and
Right,
I practiced that. But
right,
the problem was that I'm practicing it. She sells seashells on the seashore, but whether the
right.
sound is being pronounced correctly or not. So
Exactly.
I got that answer here.
You're, you're absolutely right, Raj. First, someone will need to tell you the right sound, and then you can
Right.
practice the right sound.
Right.
Because if with the given pronunciation how you're pronouncing it, right, if you
Right.
even see she sells seashells on the seashore, you will not know where to say the s sound and where to say the sh sound, so you'll keep practicing the way you are speaking right now.
Right.
Do you understand? So you
Right.
need to be told this sound first. It's s and sh. She sells.
She sells. She sells seashells on the seashore. She
Absolutely
sells seashells on the seashore.
right.